Assalamualaikum. Can you help me with some housework?
Fine. Papa, can you help Mommy with washing the dishes, please?
Alright.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. The coronavirus lockdowns around the world has brought a number of issues, challenges, difficulties, tests and trials for different people for different reasons. One of these tests that it has brought is home lockdowns, whereby people are having to look at each other more often, talk to each other face to face more often, get in front of each other's more often, and this has led to, sadly speaking, arguments. It has led to intolerance, impatience, irritations, frustrations, and any other adjectives and synonyms you can think of along these lines. And I wanted to do this reminder just again, first and foremost for myself and anybody else who can benefit, that we need to hold on to the traits which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves. And that is the traits of being patient. That is the trait of being tolerant, forbearing, forgiving, and understanding. You know, I mean, I personally have seen and even heard that, there are more arguments happening between husbands and wives. There are more arguments again, or just basically dissatisfaction happening between parents and children. Children are getting annoyed at the parents for whatever reason. Parents are getting impatient with their children for whatever reason. And this kind of trend can trickle down to other relationships as well, even between, of course, siblings as well. Now, we need to understand, brothers and sisters, that, what's happening right now, of course, is from the qadr of Allah. And from that, we need to reflect and ponder. One of the things that we are being tested upon is our character, is how we react to situations like this, which no one would have imagined could have happened to us in the space of these couple of months or something. And like with anything else, we need to show Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that when we are tested, that when we are put into situations that we didn't know, we will come out stronger. So the next time somebody, if your wife tells you to do something, don't be annoyed. The next time your husband tells you to say, something about your food or for whatever, don't be annoyed. And just have this sense of generosity and, goodness in the heart, that give each other the benefit of the doubt. I was reading a report that in China, since the coronavirus lockdowns have started, the divorce rate has increased by 25%. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Not just that, around the world, domestic violence cases has increased in their homes. Why? Because again, as humans, we are just not used to seeing each other that often. And naturally speaking, Shaitan is sending his armies, especially before Ramadan, to break family ties, because he absolutely loves that. And what did our Prophet ﷺ told us? He said that those who maintained and hold on to the family ties, Allah sends barakah to their wealth and into their lives. So if we are truly the believers of Allah, the believers in the Prophet ﷺ, we need to turn back to the Quran and the Sunnah to how to handle these kind of situations where, things might get a bit tough because we can't go out, right, as we know, and we're having to stay home. And of course, people will get into each other's faces more than other times, but we need to take a step back. We need to just relax. We need to, look at the bigger picture, right? Which is that we need to use this time as a way of getting closer to Allah and making our bond with each other stronger. Because there are people right now who don't have families around them. There are people right now who have family members who are suffering from this virus. And there are people right now whose loved ones have just passed away. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for everyone. And none of us would want to be in that kind of situation. So my advice to everyone is that be patient, be tolerant, be forbearing, be forgiving, and remember, cherish your loved ones. Don't let a small argument become a big one, because this is exactly what shaitan loves. So do you want to follow the sunnah of shaitan, or do you want to follow the sunnah of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where he told us to be patient? And Allah tells us that those who are patient, Allah will reward them with something that we can never imagine. And Allah is with those who are patient. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all households from any type of harm, whether it's physical harm, emotional harm, mental harm, spiritual harm. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unite us with each other in a beautiful way, forgive us for our shortcomings, and grant us sakhina and tranquility in these times where we are being tested. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.